will be voting again this evening against the proposed budget. The finances of Thurrock Council are being ruthlessly slashed by the Tories in government, and that is why my remarks are directed to the Tories who are sitting opposite me. I think on the contrary to...
not a Tory.
Can we listen to Councillor Kiely for opportunity to...
Can't help himself, Mr. Mayor.
On the contrary to Tory councillor Gledhill's view, who on earth is having a good time when your party has imposed a severe cost of living crisis on people in Thurrock that has cut most people's living standards? Your cuts to benefits and public services have shamefully been targeted towards the poorest sections in our society. As the Catholic Archbishop Vincent Nichols said 2 weeks ago of your government's policies, they are a disgrace. Tonight in Thurrock, we are faced with the Tories taking away even more of our council services. It is the Tory government that have cut further millions of pounds from our budget. The Tories in this chamber tonight have not been standing up for Thurrock's residents. You have been supporting Cameron and Osborne. They are helping their millionaire mates and the bankers to fleece the residents of this borough. The Archbishop was absolutely right. You are a disgrace. The rich get the tax cuts and the rest of us get service cuts. We have to pay more for energy bills to heat our homes, for basic food and everything else. 27 Anglican bishops attacked your party last week for creating widespread hardship and hunger. They pointed out that your policies led to thousands being admitted to hospital last year with malnutrition, and hundreds of thousands are having to turn to food banks. That is also the situation in Thurrock, where the hardest hit the poor and the older people. The Tory cuts to council tax benefits, disability benefits and housing benefits mean that increasing numbers of people, including our elderly residents, having to choose whether to heat or eat this winter. That is absolutely shameful. Your party has created a crisis, both nationally and in Thurrock, but the Tory group smugly turn up at council meetings as if your party is not responsible for making us all worse off. The Tories' betrayal of Thurrock discredits politics and is a disgrace.
No.
When someone
turns up once every 6 months.
No, when someone comes along to propose something to help ordinary people in Thurrock, your party objects. We all know that the Tories attack Ed Miliband's promise that a Labour government will freeze next year's fuel prices because their loyalty is actually to rip off energy companies and not the people who live in Thurrock. Attacking me and the Labour Party, as you love to do, will not save your council seats or keep the Tories in government. So when elections come in Thurrock, people will not forget what you have done to attack their living standards, including taking away money from our council services. Everyone will remember that you just looked after the rich and hammered everyone else. People in Thurrock need Labour to run this council, and they also need a Labour government. Increasingly, they're saying that you Tories have to go because you are indeed a disgrace.
Thank you, Mayor. Firstly, I'd like to say about Cllr Kiely. He attacks us for attending meetings. Councillor Kiely, where have you been? I can't hardly even recognise you. Where have you been? You know, you take your allowance for being a councillor, but I don't think you serve the people of Ockenden. And if you could do the fair thing, you would return your allowances. We have the lowest council tax.
Can we stop this continual talking across the chamber? Councillor Little, you should be addressing your remarks to the Mayor, not to Councillor Kiely.
Well, I was talking about him and I felt, yes, I should look at you, Councillor. Much nicer to look at, actually.
If Councillor Kiely wishes to take the moral high ground here this evening, I do suggest that he does the moral, proper thing and give his allowances back to the people of Thurrock, as both Councillor Johnson and myself has worked tirelessly to help the residents he should be supporting. So if we're talking about saving money here, maybe Councillor Kiely would like to help by giving back his allowances to the people of Thurrock.